Hey, good morning. How are you? How is your Thursday? Welcome to my channel. My name is Tracy, and I come to you to discuss life, my life, the life of those around me, what I'm experiencing, how I'm experiencing things, how I work through things, how I'm navigating life, what lights me up, how I find joy in my days. And I hope I can encourage others to live an authentic, natural, aging gracefully life. So, again, my name is Tracy. Welcome to my channel. I am a soul coach. What that means is I am in touch with my soul, deeply connected after years of working through the layers, the patterns, the beliefs that I had in my life time that I've experienced that have kept me from truly expressing my most authentic self. And these days, there's no stopping me. I did the work on myself, and now I help others do the work on themselves to just feel the peace and the ease and the joy and the pleasure in every day when you're just living from your heart, when you're living from your highest, most aligned way of being in the world. So, welcome, welcome. I like to sip my coffee and show up. It's been a while. I used to pop on a lot more often, but I have spent the last year moving to a new area. I was living in Key West, Florida for a couple of years, and I moved to Cary, North Carolina, June 1st, 2024. So just about a year ago. I got the urge to jump back on here last week, and we'll see if I pop on every Thursday or when I decide to pop on and just say hi, encourage your soul to hear from my soul. Little nudges, little whispers that we get to follow and align with when we know that it's possible. So, my journey has been wild, truly. I wouldn't change a thing. I was married for 22 years. I got married at 22, and I have been divorced, 12 years now. And I just was with my ex-husband for my daughter's wedding 2 weeks ago, and it was lovely. It was a really special time, and it's new beginnings for me as well, as I feel a shift inside. I feel an opening perhaps for what's next, my next chapter. I don't know if any of you can relate, but I didn't know that I was waiting for this wedding to be completed, to feel this next wave of opening in my life, but it sure does feel different. It feels like, okay, check. That is complete. The love, the support, the guidance that I've been offering lovingly, kindly for 27 years to my beautiful daughter just feels like it will now shift into a much less central role in her life. Actually, there are no real words for how it feels. It feels exciting and new for me to meet her at a new level and also allow for God to open me up. That's really my lesson for today, perhaps, is when we close a door, when we complete a chapter, when someone leaves our life, it is exciting, not sad. And that's a choice I make. It's a choice we all make when we understand the power in our choices and our ability to respond to what's happening to us, and to really just open and allow ourselves to receive. Does that make sense to you? If I had heard these words 15 years ago, I would have been like, what? I don't know what that means. And I really understand it now. I really embody the leaning back, the waiting, the receiving versus the grasping, the chasing, the wanting to know what to do next. And my practice is very intentional around this. I start my days with a cup of coffee and the Bible. I read a couple different, I don't know what you'd call them. Anyway, it's called Jesus Calling and Jesus Always. And then I read the Bible verses associated with the message of the day. And it just sets my heart and my mind straight for the day. This is something I've been doing since 2012. I went to Africa with a friend, and she did this. And she brought this to my life. And it has been amazing to look back and think I've been doing this so long already, 13 years. And it has become such a touchstone. But these days, now that I've truly embodied more of my heart and soul with all of the work I've done on myself and the trainings I've taken and the understandings I've had and the prayers and the meditation and the walks in nature and just the grounding back into me, choosing to drown out what's going on around us. I'm not ignoring that things are happening around me. I just now know my power to choose, my power to ask God to help me, Holy Spirit to be inside me, filling me with what I need to focus on, filling me with how I can feel differently about certain things. This is my journey. I'm just expressing this today. It's coming through me to say, take what resonates with you and leave the rest. But I have such profound peace these days that I did not realize I was missing. So perhaps if that's what you're in need of today, if you found this video, that's what you could start incorporating into your life. More of a connection with your heart, more of a connection with who you are. And like I said, I was married 22 years, and I had a profound shakeup. My soul was saying to me, we can't do this. This doesn't feel right. I had been living hard and controlling, angry. I did not know that's how I was living, or that there was a different way for me to live. But looking back now, I understand it so much better. My soul was needing me to jump, to leap, to make a change, and I did. I got a divorce. I went out on my own. Scary, really scary. The biggest leap I've ever taken in my life. But there's something about that first leap that is so terrifying. Nothing scares me now. I did it. I'm better than ever. And it's not that I'm better than ever, perhaps financially or materialistically, but I'm better than ever in my heart and soul. feeling strong, feeling aligned, feeling peace. And again, when that chapter closed, when I shut down that, the world opened in so many amazing ways. And maybe over time, I'll talk more about all of that. Or if you look back at my other videos, you'll see where I've been, what I've been up to. The certifications I took in sex, love, and relationships with Layla Martin just opened me up in new ways. I have a strong inner drive to be authentic and to encourage everyone else to be authentic, to not hide behind how it's supposed to be, the way it's always been done. The second I find myself falling into that pattern, I stop. I readjust. I decide, how do I want to be right now? What serves me in this moment? What serves my soul? I'm here to express my soul, loving and supporting of others in their journey, and also, and most importantly, loving and supporting myself. It's a journey, learning how to use my voice, not shying away from being who I truly am, to not stand out, especially in these times in this world where there's so much division, so much divide, so much judgment, political views, ways of being in the world. Which team are you on? Like, there's a lot of pressure to fit in, at least for me. I always wanted to be liked, to not make waves, but not really. Truly, being your most authentic self, being true to you, doesn't matter if it makes waves. Doesn't matter if you don't fit in. I'm finding it so much fun to not fit in, to be different. The validation that I feel when someone acknowledges me for my specialness. And no, I'm not living to hear that, but it does feel really special to know that my light is shining brightly in the most authentic way finally. And those who are interested in seeing me, being with me, will find me, and the rest will fall away. So if you're interested in following my journey, seeing what's next for me, like I said, it's a big opening for me right now. On to the next. The 1 year I've spent supporting and loving and being in Cary, North Carolina with my daughter, getting ready for the wedding, that hasn't been my sole focus. It has also been grounding into and nesting here, creating my own space, this beautiful little space I've curated from nothing. I've made it my own. I feel super content here and also able to fly free to visit many places. I've done so much travel, so much exploration this past year in North Carolina, getting to know my surroundings, branching out and joining groups, meeting so many new people, volunteering at an animal shelter, volunteering at an amphitheater, just experiencing life just for me. What do you love to do? And how do you make sure to incorporate that into your daily life? That's what I had to teach myself. That's what I have learned to do. And perhaps finding me, listening to me will help you find your way as well to more of that, more of your own expressions in this world. We need each and every one of us to be fully, completely expressed. We're so unique. We're so special. We're amazing. I want no compromising. I want truly your authentic self to be shining brightly every day. So that's it. That's all I'm going to say today. Thanks for joining me. I'm Tracy. Subscribe, join me, comment. I would love to see you more often on here. I do have Instagram as well, a couple different channels. One is called Muse for Your Soul with an underscore at the beginning, underscore Muse for Your Soul. And also, I am here to play and to love. So if you're interested in following me on Instagram, those would be the two routes to take for encouragement, for seeing how I'm living my life joyfully, playfully, with love. And I'm sending you so much of that right now. See you later. Thank you for joining me. Until next time.